again, hit or miss, bro. Like, what's the fighting one?
The fighter.
Yeah. All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back to an interesting discussion. Sometimes this is episode 14. We're gonna back with the OG boys. You know, just chilling. You know, on a nice Friday afternoon, evening. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on with everybody?
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I just woke up from a nap. So if I sound like this, that's why.
I mean, you do sound like that.
Nothing much though. I'm ready after a full work week. I had a tough work week this week, so yeah, I'm ready for the weekend.
Turin, what are you doing this weekend?
Visiting some family in it, and then Sunday we have like a picnic planned, not with friends, without the family.
What's wrong with the family picnic?
There's nothing wrong with that. I was just clarifying.
And about you said that with disgust, you know. It was like.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, well Saturday I will be visiting some family, and then Sunday I will be visiting some friends in the form of a picnic.
Okay.
No hate either way.
So I'm slightly agitated. I just got DC'd from a game I was winning comfortably. So if I sound annoyed on this podcast, now you guys know why.
He's talking about FIFA, by the way.
Yeah.
I have been listening to the Juice WRLD album since it came out 18 hours ago. So if I sound sad, it's because I am, and that's why.
How is it? I haven't listened to it yet.
It's really good, man. Like, I think a lot of people won't like it because it has a couple of rock songs on there, and like people say that it sounds the same, which I think is a good critique of some of his older work, but I think this one really doesn't sound alike, and it's just really sad to like listen to. If you like look at the lyrics, like this is a kid that like was trying to, like, he knew he was in a bad place, he was trying to turn himself around. It all just came at a really bad time, so sucks.
It is sad. It really is.
How about you, Archer?
I don't do shit anymore.
Okay.
The highlight of my day today was assembling an office chair with my brother.
Holy shit, are you 45?
How long did it take?
Like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Not too long.
Yo, Harsha, you should watch Naruto now that you're done with Avatar.
My brother also just finished Avatar recently, so I told him to start Naruto on his own, and he watched the first episode, and he was like, this is kind of weird, and he stopped.
Why is it weird? I will say, like, the beginning of Naruto is a little bit slow, like, but it just gets sick as fuck.
Like Game of Thrones.
Yeah, actually, but more crazy, honestly.
I like Naruto more than I like Game of Thrones. This is also coming from the person who doesn't watch TV, so take my opinion with a grain of salt.
But do you watch movies?
Oh, great.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Well, I watch movies.
Oh, whose movies?
And that's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. So let's start with, what's your guys' favorite movie of all time?
I can't answer that question.
Yeah, make it better.
Yeah.
What's wrong with what?
Make
You
it
have to
more
say-
narrow.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Okay, fine. How about we start with, what's your favorite genre of movies?
I like that one. Comedy or action?
Yeah, I would say, like, what would you classify movies like Inception or like Interstellar?
Thriller?
'Cause they're not like, Thriller?
Thriller?
Yeah, like Thriller. I like thinky movies. You know, where you got to think a little bit, like that kind of type. Yeah.
So you're a Christopher Nolan cuck.
No, not a cuck, but I like that guy.
Yeah, I think, like Harsh, I think my favorite is also comedy and action. But if I had to choose, I'd probably choose action just because I feel like that takes more talent to pull off. Like a good action film.
Yeah, and some comedy movies have like limited plot, so it's just kind of boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Well, as somebody who doesn't take my life seriously, I enjoy comedy movies because, you know, art imitates life, you know?
No, I mean, I enjoy comedy films too. I just meant if I had to distinguish between the two, I'd put action over comedy. But comedy feels second on my list.
I don't know. I just find other types of movies hard. I don't even know how to say what I want to say.
Like my
I don't know
point
what I'm trying to
is
say.
for like TV, I prefer comedy just because I feel like it's better when all the jokes are packed into like a smaller like amount of time. But like for like films at least, like, you want the plot to go somewhere, especially if it's like you're watching it for like an hour and a half. So you have to have some kind of plot, or else it's just like situational comedy where you're just talking for the whole time. So
Oh, you want to know what movie I think I've watched like the most, like end to end? Fucking Paul Blart 2.
wait, Paul, what two?
Why?
Why two?
Dude, I watched one like a couple of times. I was like, oh, this is a good movie. Like, this is like back when they like first came out on DVD. And so
Yeah.
I watched the second one probably like once a week for like, I don't know, 8 months.
Oh my god,
What?
bro! I think I've seen like the second one like once or twice. I think the first one quite a few times.
Oh, no, I currently know more about the first one than I do the second one, though. Just because it's a better movie.
Insane.
I know I saw that like once, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah.
Now my favorite thing about growing up was like when we in our Odyssey van we had like a DVD player, and no one like me and my sister would like be too lazy to like change out the DVDs that were in it. So like every year we'd change it out. So like for a year straight, whenever we like took like road trips, we'd just be watching the same movie on repeat. It's like I remembered scenes, like I like memorized scenes of like I think The Incredibles I had on there. It said Cubby Cushy Cubby Gum. So I remember like I had that whole movie memorized for like a year.
That's a vibe. Odyssey vibes.
Yeah.
What genres of movies do you hate, or your least favorite? I guess.
Rom-com. Bro, that shit's so yuck. Like, don't get me wrong, there are some good rom-com movies, but it just seems like the same fucking thing over and over and over again. Like, oh, bad guy, or like guy she can't have, or like some like forbidden bullshit like that. I don't fucking know. It's just like
Forbidden.
same recycled shit over and over again. Like, there are good ones, don't get me wrong. But, like,
Nah, but Forbidden
cock,
Forbidden
man.
Love is save that for Bollywood films, bro, or like those ones. I feel like they don't really have Forbidden Love in like American films, really. But like guys you can't have is like as a common.
That's a forbidden. It's not like forbade like law wise, but like it's forbidden.
Wait, I want to go back to the last question for a sec. We
Okay.
need to throw horror up there as a collective. We need to throw it up there because watching horror movies is our thing. I don't necessarily know even if I watch horror movies aside from with you guys, just because we make it so entertaining with our dumbass.
Yeah, but
comments and-
I feel like I don't rate it. it's fun to make fun of or like
Yeah,
to like pick
turn it
But,
apart.
to
but that's
comedy,
entertaining
basically.
though. That's entertaining though.
I guess that's fair. But I mean, like if you're talking about a difference between entertaining, like what's your favorite? I feel like I can get entertained at like any shitty film just because it's so easy
Oh,
to pick it
yeah,
apart.
Okay, so then, fuck. Okay, so then I guess the question you said with favorite genre. Oh, I don't know how I want to phrase this.
All right, we can give it a special shout out, like a honorable mention.
Okay, yeah, okay.
What? Can you like name? Hey, how should you go, bro? I don't even know. I need to like.
I was gonna agree with Christian. Just out of the mainstream genres, that's the one that's my least favorite. But what would you classify something like that 365 movie we watched?
Yeah, I was thinking of that like
Porn.
BDSM
That's
shit.
porn, bro. That's
Softcore,
porn. That's
softcore porn.
Yeah, I don't
Yes.
like that either.
Like softcore, like fantasy.
oh yes, I'm a hardcore
Yeah.
type of guy too.
Wait, actually, was it last was, was it last podcast that we talked about Marriage Story?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched that after we recorded the last podcast, and I was like, okay, like yeah, they're good actors, but what the fuck is this movie?
Yeah,
I
so
thought
that's
it
like
was
that was
so
my
ass.
thing with it. Like, I don't know. Like people just like seem to like glorify acting and put it over like a non-moving plot.
That's what I'm saying. So like those types of movies where it's like very like it's like if you're like a movie critic, then you'd be really impressed by the movie and you think that's an amazing movie. Those are the types of movies that I don't like. I
Yeah.
guess.
Like I feel like Marriage Story has like a couple of really good scenes, but like as an overall movie, it's not like something that I'd be like engaged.
Yeah.
Like it's definitely not a rewatchable movie. Like I'd watch it one time and be like I've seen it.
Something that just
What-
popped in my head, like going off, I guess the first question again. I guess my favorite kinds of movies aren't exactly comedy movies. They're like parody movies, like Scary Movie, like that series. Like I know it's like they're quote unquote bad movies because like they're just so poorly made, but it's intentional.
Yeah.
So it's like a different kind of comedy. I think situational comedy is what I like the most. Like when I was young, like physical comedy, I thought that was pretty funny. Like when somebody gets hit in the nuts, like you're like, oh shit, that's a geek. And then now it's like, oh shit, somebody's like emotionally hurting. That's a geek. Like, that's the kind of shit I appreciate in circumstance that is not real life. But going on to the present question.
Yeah, so I still can't come up with like a
What
genre.
genre is Marriage Story?
Fucking
I don't
Oscar
know.
Oscar genre. Is that
Oh,
it?
Oscar
Oscar
crap?
genre,
Yeah.
honestly,
Yeah.
Wait, let me Google it right now.
There are some boring ass Oscar films like,
Did you watch The Irishman?
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Actually, I did not mind The Irishman. It was hella long,
But
but
everyone was like gassing it up. It's just really long, and they had good actors, but I don't know. It wasn't that great. I don't think.
What's the difference between like that and like Shawshank Redemption that has really good actors and it's really long?
I haven't seen it, so I don't know.
Okay,
Oh,
I've
yeah,
seen it.
You need to watch that. It's a very good movie. Wait, what
It's
were you
Friday.
comparing it to? The difference between.
Well, like from his point of view, for what he's arguing, he just said that it was long and it had good actors.
Yes, I don't think it was great. They just
But I
spent
felt
so
like
much
I
time
felt
in
like I felt like
car,
the
too.
tension was high in like certain scenes. Like it was a big
Yeah.
build up to a lot of the scenes. I don't know, I feel like it definitely could have been a bit shorter, but I think for what it was, I think it was a pretty good film. But there are some Oscar films that just go way too slow.
Wait, let me just interject with this. So I googled the genre of Marriage Story, and it says that it's a romance, drama, and a comedy / comedy drama.
It's funny.
It's definitely more of a
It is
rom
not.
dram.
It's not funny at all. I didn't laugh once. So they're capping, bro. But yeah, I would say like drama though, like critical, like critic-esque drama movies that are like people like analyze and bullshit like too much. Those movies I don't like.
I think mine is rom dram.
Rom dram.
Yeah.
Yeah, good one.
Because I feel like those are like the two that I usually don't even watch. So if you combine them together, but like there's like some drama films that like have like high intensity like scenes. Like Argo. Argo is a good drama film in my opinion.
But that's kind of.
It's like thriller maybe. It's more of a thriller.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah. It's just. Yeah. Oh, what's the one? What's the one where they expose like the Catholic priest in like Boston?
Oh shit! Yeah.
That one's good. I like that film a lot too. I can't remember.
Spotlight. Right?
Spotlight. Yeah,
Yeah.
Spotlight. That's a good film.
I watched Imitation Game the other day.
I was about to say
Or
Imitation
China.
Game too. That's.
Yeah.
I mean that kind of is a rom dram, isn't it? A little bit.
Imitation Game.
Guess.
There's some
Yeah.
parts of
I mean, but that's just part of his story. Like I wouldn't say like the whole movie's about the rom dram. The whole movie's about how like it's about Alan Turing, right?
Yeah, and it's like a story. Yeah. That's true.
I haven't seen that movie, but like going off of that from what you just said, like I don't like how in so many like big budget films that like try and like go out and win these awards and everything, like there always has to be like a romantic subplot to something. Like I just don't get why that has to be included in everything. And like 98% of the time it's always a heterosexual relationship, which like I guess that's just the most appealing thing to people in general, I guess, but like I don't know. I mean, Hollywood's pretty.
Hey, have you seen Moonlight, bro?
What'd you call me?
Have you seen Moonlight?
No.
That's not a head of. I mean, that shit won hella awards. Not heterosexual.
Okay, I said 98, bro. There's exceptions.
No, I will say yeah. Like I agree with you, but like I don't think you're adding the Imitation Game, but in that
No.
movie, his sexuality is like a big part of it.
You know, I haven't seen that movie, so like I don't know, but yeah,
I feel
just
like as years gone, I feel like recently films have tried to integrate, same sex like couples into like their stories. Not like they're pandering or anything, but like it fits the film. It doesn't feel like they're trying to send. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
I don't usually
we
though,
get
I
it.
don't
You're
see,
homosexual.
Usually though, I don't see LGBT
Yeah.
etc. Movies. I see it more in TV shows.
That's true.
Like
yeah,
Euphoria or Never Have I Ever, and there her friend was lesbian, or bi or something. I don't know. And then in Master of None, in like I don't know those type of shows. I will see it.
Yeah.
But I actually can't remember a movie where there's been like an LGBTQ relationship.
Moonlight.
I never seen that. What is that?
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, you
haven't seen-
bring up some stuff, bro.
It's all African American cast, I believe.
Mm.
And it's basically this boy. I don't even know how to describe it, man. It's like it has like 3 parts to it.
Mhm.
The trilogy.
It's kind of like a coming of age story, I think. But like the main kid is not like the main focus of like it's not the best part of the movie. Marsha Ali's in it and he's really good. I feel like recently they've been having more of those storylines.
But like what I think you said, like I don't know if they're pandering or if they're like actually like
Yeah, that's
including
my
it in the
point, too.
storyline.
Mhm.
Like they could very easily just be doing it to get good PR and all that shit. So
That's what I was trying to say. I mean, you'll never know until one of the executives get exposed, and then we'll all know.
yeah, I'll give it 6 months.
What's the best movie you've seen recently? I'll go first since you guys are thinking. But I was thinking either Parasite or I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. I can't right now for some reason. But it's the one where it's like the house and Chris Evans is in it and there's a murderer, but they don't.
Knives Out?
Knives Out. Yeah.
Oh shit, I still haven't seen that. I need to watch that.
It's good. Mine would be Ford vs Ferrari.
Dude, that was
I
good.
saw it last winter, I think. It was really good.
I just watched that film. Really, I recommend it.
Yeah, it was very good.
The sound editing is so fucking nice, dude. It feels like you're actually
Mhm.
like at the race. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I would probably say Parasite just because I think that's the most, I don't know, impressive film that I've seen
Yeah.
recently.
I actually saw Green Book recently with my family. That was a really good movie too.
Didn't that movie got like flack, right?
Oh really?
I'm pretty sure like because I think the directors or something were like I don't know if they were racist or like I don't know.
Oh, they were
'cause
racist?
That's why people found it weird because there's like a whole like African American
Yeah.
white man partnership in the film. I think I don't know if, I don't know how exactly correct I am about that, but I'm pretty sure something along those lines happened.
Oh, they're talking about how it's like a white savior film where just like one white person saves like a bunch of black people and it's like a very common thing I guess in American
Yeah,
movies
yeah.
to paint the picture like that.
I've seen that a lot. Like a lot of people like brought up was it? It wasn't Remember the Titans. It was the other one.
The Blind Side.
Yeah, The Blind Side. Like
Mhm.
people bring that
Yeah.
up like as a criticism of that a lot. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense, but I don't know. I feel like you can't do that for every single film
Yeah.
that has like those characteristics. You know.
Mhm. At least with like The Blind Side, I'm sure they exaggerate a little bit, or maybe
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
But I knew it was based on a true story, right? It's not like they wrote
Right.
it that way. So
I mean,
you
so was
can't
Green
really hate
Book.
on that. Okay, I
Mhm.
didn't know that.
Okay, so the screenwriter for the Green Book was Islamophobic,
Oh.
and like another one had a history of pranking actors by flashing his penis. What am I reading right now?
I'm sorry. It's not funny.
Who?
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Peter Farrelly. I don't know if that's another
Peter.
screenwriter. I
Peter's
don't know. I
up
just remember when the movie
penis.
came out, like people were like focusing a lot on like the screenwriters and producers of it, and also like the storyline, like you just mentioned. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it's pretty decent.
Now I'm not going to see it. I wasn't going to see it anyway, but now I'm definitely not going to see it.
I'm gonna watch it.
I can't think of the best movie I've seen recently.
Onward was good.
It wasn't that good.
Yeah, I haven't seen
I mean,
very
it's
many
good,
movies
but-
recently.
Clearly.
I looked up recent action movies. Fucking Hobbs and Shaw, bro. Have you guys seen that?
No, it was
No.
trash.
Yeah, it was so ass. Actually, it wasn't so ass, but I mean, I don't know. It was just like a regular Fast and Furious movie. You don't know what to feel. It's just like, oh, this is great action, but there's absolutely zero plot and none of it makes sense.
A relatively small movie or like low budget film that I just watched was The Report, which stars Adam Driver, who's also in Marriage Story. That one was pretty decent too, but it started off really slow, but it got better as the movie went on.
Yo, I have a good one. The Joker.
I forgot.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's
Very
pretty
good.
recent.
I guess that was recent, yeah.
That's a good film.
Do you have a most hated film that you've seen? Like a film that's like you came out of the theater or like watching on Netflix and it made you like really angry that you just wasted all your time watching it?
I think Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was such an ass movie. I don't know why everyone was gassing it up, bruh. If you
I
watch it,
disagree, but
like, no,
you know,
no.
It wasn't
you
terrible
can't.
to ruin.
No.
Yeah.
It was so bad, bruh. I mean, like I get it, right? It's like a superhero movie. Not everything's like, not even that it's not realistic, but like, all the rules can bend right to whatever it needs to be. But that fucking movie is something else. I can't even remember what I was so angry about because I was so angry about it, so I blocked out of my memory.
I think the part that like annoys a lot of people and also annoyed me when I was watching. Well, the last act was like completely CGI and it looked really bad. But also
Yeah.
like the final scene is just like her message was like love rules all kind of thing.
Yeah, that's it, bro. Oh my god, dude, I wanna beat the shit out of her.
But I was saying like up till that point I was on board, but after that I was like I kind of like knocked it like took down some points in my ranking. But I'd still say it's one of the better DCU films, which is something which is really saying something about that franchise. I was gonna say like I think the second Hunger Games film I watched was it Catching Fire.
I don't think I ever even watched it.
I don't think I watched that, bro.
Nope.
Yeah, it was horrible. Complete waste of time.
I watched Godzilla in theaters. I hated it.
With 11.
Wait, what?
What?
The most recent one, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Wait,
No, not like
one-
the
yeah,
not like the 24, not like the 2013, 2014 one, right?
No. He's talking about the one with 11, bro.
No. I am talking about the one that came out when we were in high school.
Bro,
Oh.
what?
Wait, what?
Yeah. Yeah,
was a
I
good
didn't like
film.
it at all. I had no idea why.
Bro,
Dude, bro.
that's a hot take, man. I don't.
I
know
slept
about
watched
through
like
it.
a-
I was like, this is trash.
I need to
Yeah.
rewatch that. But I didn't think it was. Oh, okay.
that. Man, I slept through some of Captain America too, and then I watched it again. I was like, I'm an idiot for
Yeah.
sleeping through this.
I-
I was
maybe-
really tired because I got no sleep the day before because it was like a school day. But
No, because I don't normally sleep through things or like sleep that easily outside of my bed. So if a movie makes me fall asleep, especially in theaters, I think it's pretty bad. But I can rewatch it. I guess Life of Pi also made me fall asleep, but
I haven't seen that
That's
one.
probably a great movie, dog. I actually really fuck with that movie.
every time the tiger rode on the boat, I woke up.
Watching The Lion King kind of pissed me off. The remake.
All right, like as much as I've defended The Lion King, like I have to admit, like I was drunk and high when I watched The Lion King in theaters, so like my experience was enhanced significantly.
Yeah, I agree. It's not even that good.
I still think I don't think it's as bad as everybody makes it out to be.
Yeah.
But
No, I was just kind of. I was trashing it so that I would get a reaction of Harsha, but he didn't give a shit.
At first, I actually kind of agreed, but then you watched it again recently, right?
I watched it again. I was like, this is not that bad.
Yeah. I think just going in, my expectations were a little too high.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that annoyed me was, "Can You Feel the Love Tonight" was played during the daytime.
Yeah, can you feel the love in this
Yeah.
afternoon, bro? Yeah.
It was completely idiotic. But other than that, it was.
yeah, I don't think it's great.
But the thing is, like, it still had the original storyline of The Lion King. Like, it's hard to screw it up.
Yeah,
Unless you just, like, completely
Yeah.
did not follow the script at all.
I know I asked the question, but I don't have an answer because I don't watch that many movies, so I don't know. I usually feel pretty prepared when I go.
Oh, The Nun. The Nun.
All right, no. I mean,
that's a good answer.
No.
That was a fucking banger movie,
It's a
bro.
fire.
No, I
answer.
actually-
bad.
I actually had so much fun during that movie because Haran and I were just shitting on it the entire time. Like, I actually had fun with that movie. Like, I know the storyline was shit, the acting was shit, everything about that movie was shit, but it made it fun.
I mean, that's the first horror film I ever saw in theaters, and probably my last.
Yeah, dude. If a horror film makes me geek during the entire movie, then there's something fucking wrong with it.
I remember, like, growing up, I never watched, like, I watched Paranormal Activity in middle school, and, like, that kind of, like, fucked me up, even though, like, looking back, that movie's so ass, and also just not that scary in general. But what's like the famous horror film from, like, the 70s or 80s?
The Ring? Or,
The
No.
Shining.
Shining? The Exorcist, I think. Yeah, The Exorcist.
Oh.
Oh my god, dude! I watched that like beach week. Like I had like high expectations. People said like, "Oh, this is like one of like the most highly rated horror films."
Mm-hmm.
That shit did not hold up at all, dude. I don't know if it was like the quality or whatever. That shit was just too funny for me. And ever since that film, like I kind of just like found horror films funny, and like not not what it thought like an initial purpose. But
The one movie that actually scared me was actually an Indian movie. Chandramukhi.
oh
Have you
yeah,
guys seen it?
But that's when we were younger, though.
It's fucking scary, bro. I don't know. Every time I just see your face and I get scared freaked out. Bro.
the song's a banger though. The first song that they show her face.
Yeah. But watching it again, it's like kind of funny now. But in the moment, I was in India too, and I was just so scared.
Yeah, I know another person that cannot see that movie or even see the music video.
Speaking of soundtrack, what's the movie with the best soundtrack?
Interstellar or Inception. Inception.
Yeah, anything
my
Hans
final
Zimmer, I
answer.
guess.
More Than a Game.
Yeah. Top 3.
Or, actually, no, the Spider-Man Into the Spider. Whatever it was.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
bro.
That one was actually really good.
That's such a good shot.
These-
I can't
these-
believe I
these
forgot
are-
about that.
These are all movies that I haven't seen, but I just know the soundtracks.
Mhm. That movie's up there with
Oh,
my. I think my
Black
top
Panther
5.
too. Black Panther.
No, I was gonna say, are we doing instrumental soundtracks, or are we doing like original?
Wait,
like movie.
it's
original
different. Are you
soundtracks?
talking about the score, like the stuff that actually plays in the movie, or like the soundtracks that accompany the movie?
I think we're talking about
I
movie
kind of just
scores.
meant like holistically,
Oh, okay.
but we can break it up if you want.
I think we should break it up.
Okay.
I think we should break it up. If we're doing, for me, if it's movie soundtrack, I'll probably go Black Panther soundtrack. And also, a weird shout is Project X soundtrack, because that shit was lit as fuck when I was like in high school.
Because you were in high school.
Some great bang. Hey man, there's some good bangers in there, man. What's that? The remix of what's that Kid Cudi song? Oh, Pursuit of Happiness. The Stevie Aoki remix of that. That shit pops. And heads will roll. Some good EDM bangers there. But for movie scores, I think Inception, Interstellar, The Lion King, original one, Hans Zimmer.
Yeah.
Those three. Hans Zimmer is just a goat, man. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, we already touched on it before, but like, yeah, no, a lot of his stuff is just like untouchable.
I still can't get over it. My dude like charges like, I think he charges like over like 1,000, 2,000 for tickets to his live performances.
I believe it. Bro, I wonder how much he's charging these companies for a soundtrack, bro. Like millions. Like,
Yeah.
gotta be.
Man makes bank.
It is so fucking crazy though that like, I don't know. Even if you're not watching the movie and you just listen to his soundtracks, like, otherwise, like just on YouTube or whatever, it kind of makes you feel like you're in a different world. I don't know.
Dude, yeah. OG Spider-Man theme is so hyped, dude. Danny Elfman, Spider-Man 2 theme is one of my favorite soundtrack, or I guess favorite movie pieces. How about you guys? What's your favorite movie score / soundtrack?
I think I have the same answers. as you.
Yeah, you hit it.
Yeah, I think that's just a good wrap up of everything. I mean, like, I don't know. I thought the Spider-Man one was like really like. I feel like people didn't talk about it a lot, but there's so many good songs on there.
Yeah.
I feel bad 'cause I remember like when like Sunflower and all came out, and I was seeing like the scenes for like the movie. I was like, oh, this movie's gonna be trash. Like they're just using a good song to promote it. I don't know why I had such negative like views toward it before it even came out. But oh my god, dude, that movie was so good, man.
I need to rewatch that like ASAP, bro. This shit was so hard.
They're making a sequel, right?
I believe
Are
so.
they?
Yeah. They probably
Oh
will.
no, shit.
You think they're gonna ruin it?
Yeah.
Alright, that's a good segue. Where do you guys stand on movie sequels? Like, are you guys?
It depends if like the.
I don't mind it.
Okay, fuck me then. It depends on if they are going into it planning on making a series to begin with, or if they're just gonna attach a sequel or another one onto the end of it, just
Because
because,
the first
they'll
one-
know make more money. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the first one banged. Yeah, I agree.
Completely
Oh.
agree with that.
But yeah, 2022 is a sequel for this.
It'll probably get delayed even more though because of COVID.
But it's animated, so it doesn't even matter.
No, it's still
That's
delayed.
actually true.
I mean, it'll matter less. But
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay. I can't even think of any like movie sequels now. Honestly, now that you ask. 21 and 22 Jump Street. What do you think?
I think that
Oh,
was
okay.
I think that was a solid sequel.
They
They,
were
they
good,
didn't take
yeah.
they didn't take themselves seriously. So that was
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Plus, it's
Like
also a
also-
comedy. Like I feel like
Yeah.
you, like Rush Hour. Like also like you.
Yeah,
those
they-
are comedies. You can't. You're just gonna follow the same like joke pattern, and it's gonna
Yeah.
work because it worked in the first one, so it's gonna work in the second one.
shitty
that's
sequel.
fair, so-
Cars 2. Cars 2 is fucking garbage.
Bro,
Yeah,
yeah, I
planes.
don't watch that shit.
No, I didn't even see planes. I think
Me neither.
Oh, Penguins of Madagascar, bro.
The show?
the TV show.
No, I thought they had their own. Oh wait, no. What am I
Are you
thinking?
talking about Minions?
Oh god.
I don't even count that as like an item that exists in the world.
It was good
Monsters
though.
Universe.
Yo,
Monsters
what about-
University.
what about-
That was
mediocre.
good.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
I think
banger.
that's mediocre. Mediocre.
I
What? I
It's
thought
good.
Poopy
it
hole.
definitely couldn't live up to whatever the first one was, but
That's what I'm saying. Like,
considering that, it was still banger. I could say the same thing about Finding Dory.
Finding Dory was trash.
Finding Dory was trash.
Dude, I
Bro,
like
are we
Finding
really gonna talk?
Dory.
Are we really gonna
How
talk
are we
about
gonna have
a fucking fish driving a
animals
truck?
driving the truck?
Are you fucking with me right
Yes.
now? Are we gonna have this conversation?
Dude, I just like that movie for the fucking guy. What's his name? The weird, like the
Gerald.
dumbass seal. Gerald.
Okay.
That's such a geek.
Oh, bro. What was it? Lion King 2.5.
Lion King 1.5 was so good.
Wait, Lion King 1.5 was good. Lion King 2 was
Lion King 2 was
I'm
okay.
th- Was there a Toy Story 2 like and a half
They-
or something?
Oh, Toy Story.
Oh no,
Toy
no
Story had,
halves.
There's no halves.
Toy Story had good sequels.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to. There was some like and a half or some shit like that was like really, really bad.
Wait, Lion King 1.5 was clever. I liked it.
No, it may not have been that one. I'm
But also,
I don't know
it was
any
like,
other
it wasn't like
halves.
I don't think it was. I don't think Lion King 1.5 was. Wait, was that straight to DVD? Or am I wrong?
I don't
think
remember.
so. I don't know. I feel like Pixar can get away with it, but like I mean, I guess animated shows aren't or movies aren't as tough because like I don't know. I just feel like they're very different. It's like when it comes to seeing the same actors again and like you create a storyline around these people, right? And it works the 1st time. Good for you. But like how can you like make the same amount of success without changing stuff a whole lot? Because like you know what worked the first time, and like if you make the same movie, everybody's gonna shit on you. If you go in a completely different direction, I mean like people probably aren't gonna like it and they're gonna shit on you. So like you have to keep like a large percentage of the first part in the second part, but you have to change the right parts. I mean it's tough, but you usually get it wrong, not gonna lie.
I feel like films in which they don't have like they're not like it's not fantasy or comedy. It's hard to make a
Fast
good
and
sequel.
Furious.
Oh god. I mean, there's some good ones in the again.
Yeah.
Like, there's some good sequels in that in
Bro, if you
Yeah.
in the long ass saga that is Fast and Furious. Like Fast Five is a banger in my opinion.
yeah,
I love that.
bro,
movie.
you just throw a dart blindly at a thing, you'll hit the bullseye a couple times. You know,
Yeah, essentially.
you make
yeah.
10 movies. Dark Knight and Dark Knight 2 are good. Like that whole stuff.
Like Batman
Batman.
Begins and Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And Dark Knight
The
Rises.
Expendables. You ever see The Expendables?
Oh, I never
Yeah.
seen it.
No.
Okay, first one, pretty good considering like how old Sylvester Stallone was and all that shit.
No, it's
Second
really
one?
good, dude.
Holy AIDS, man. That was like going back to the movie that made you mad. I remember watching that. I think it was late middle school. I was pretty mad. Like my best friend at the time, he was a Sylvester Stallone stan, and he loved it. And I just was like, you need to get the cock out of your ass, because like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like that was so trash.
Yeah, speaking of Sylvester Stallone, Rocky films are pretty good. Like Rocky 1 to 4. Actually, 4 is okay. The fight scene in 4 is good, but
I've never
I think
seen
1 to 3 are
before.
good. I think 1 to 3 are good. I think 4 is
4 I just like the the fight with Drago's hype and like the when
Creed 2 is
Drago
good.
and yeah Creed's a good film, both of them.
Creed's good. I didn't like Creed 2 as much.
Why not?
I feel like they tried to relate it back to Rocky way too much. Like just getting Drago's son to fight is just it was pretty lazy.
Yeah, a little too
I think.
convenient.
Yeah. that's
And
what-
then it was very predictable.
But I think
like,
it was emotional though. It's a little emotional because
Yeah.
that's what I hate.
because like his father killed your father.
Yeah. Shrek had some good sequels.
Nah, no more animated.
I think a lot of animated films get sequels just because it's easy to do it for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, and you have the same sprites from the first movie anyway, so you have to do so much less work.
Yeah,
Did you guys ever see Frozen 2?
No.
never even seen
You ever see
1.
Frozen 1?
Nope.
Yeah.
I had to. I was kidnapped.
But he's okay now, guys. Don't worry.
I watched it with my brother. It was pretty boring, honestly.
I watched it at my then girlfriend's house with her parents, and I was just like,
With the parents.
bro, and her sisters, bro. It was like actually, like, fucking awful,
How's the sound? How's the music though? You fuck with the music?
bro. Let it go.
Bro, I wonder if that soundtrack made more money than the movie.
Bro, they
Bro,
literally
that
had
That shit was
sing along.
everywhere, bro.
Dude, they had sing along.
God.
Like the movie came back in theaters like a year later. It was like
Yeah.
sing along edition. Bring your kids.
What does that mean, though? Can't you sing along to the regular one?
No, but this one they'll have the words on the screen, so like the whole fucking
Oh,
theater will just be
that's
screaming
so,
the song.
that's so insane, bro. Disney's so smart, bro. Is it Disney?
Dude, thank God I did not have a kid during that time. Like, I thank God I didn't have kids during that time.
Yeah,
Oh
good
my
thing you
God.
didn't have a kid at fucking 14 years old.
Yeah, that's not what I was saying, but thanks.
Speaking of let it go, we're gonna let go of the first part of this podcast, and we'll catch you after the break.
All right, now we're back for a key question in this discussion. Who are your guys' favorite actors or actresses?
Okay, I'll go first. Margot Robbie.
You're just a bitch, bro. Like,
No,
No,
you're
but she's
just
actually
a-
a really
Actually-
good actress. To be fair.
I mean, she's alright. She's alright. She's not banger level.
Oh, but you banger level, right?
No, actually not. No, I was gonna say at least for women, I was gonna say Anne Hathaway is up there. I feel like she plays a lot of different roles. She's pretty good.
I like Airbud.
Um,
And the dog from Marley and Me.
Yo, the dog from Molly and Me is so emotional, man.
yo, Natalie Portman. Natalie
Oh.
Portman.
Wait, that's for looks though.
No, she's a good actor too.
Why are you laughing when you?
No.
She's not a bad actress, to be fair. She's
Oh,
alright.
oh, what's
she's
the?
not bad.
What's the?
She's not great, I guess.
She's bad. What's the girl from Twilight?
Oh, Kristen Stewart.
Yeah. No. Fuck.
That's the main girl, right?
That's the main girl, dog.
I might not be thinking
You
Twilight.
talking about Taylor Lautner or
That's a guy.
Robert Pattinson?
No. Oh,
That's a girl.
Fuck.
Wait, what?
I mean, pretty much.
No, not at all, actually.
I'm pretty sure he's also gonna be the new Christopher Nolan movie. All right, well, Christian fucking figured out what the hell he's
Bro,
talking
dude,
about.
I don't know. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know. All I know is her nudes got leaked like 7 years ago.
Vanessa Hudgens.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah. Jennifer Lawrence.
Jennifer, I hate Jennifer Lawrence, bro.
Wait, you're talking about Hunger Games, bro?
They're all the same.
Wait, I actually don't really like her though. I think she's so.
She's
fucking
a
annoying.
good actress, but
Yeah.
she also hasn't been in like a lot of films recently. I feel like. I think some of my favorite actresses are Saoirse Ronan's really good. Margot Robbie's pretty good. I feel like Amy Adams is pretty good too. She's in a lot of good movies.
That's a good shout.
Favorite male actors probably Christian Bale, DiCaprio.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
Yeah, Jonah Hill's pretty good. I didn't really watch too much of his early. Like I didn't really know. Like I didn't know why like Brad Pitt was famous like in the beginning. But I feel like recently I've seen a lot more of his films, like Inglourious Bastards,
Matt Damon.
Moneyball. Bro, let me fucking talk, bro. What is going on?
Sorry.
We
You're
just
taking all the
shouted-
answers.
Bro, I'm naming my actors, bro. Come on.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy's good. Yeah, versatile actor.
Tom Cruise.
Tom from Tom and Jerry, bro. Come on.
Who's Loki? What's his name?
Shit, man. What's his name? Tom Hiddleston.
It's Tom. Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Benedict Cumberbatch. He's actually a god.
I think you just like saying the name because you like to pretend you're British, but
I didn't even say it in a British accent.
I know,
That's
but
just his
internally you
name.
did.
Nah.
Internally you did.
Nah.
yeah.
Michael Caine. Michael Caine's a legend.
Nah, but for real, like Jonah Hill's fire. I guess this is a separate question, but like writing, I guess that's a different question. But like I thought Seth Rogen, like I know he's very repetitive in his like content, but I think for the role that he consistently plays, he plays it well, which is pretty much just who he is, honestly. Jesse Eisenberg, I think actually is low-key. He's hit or miss, but I think the ones he's hit on have been really good. And Christian Bale, I talked about before. Dude's name, so I can't remember.
You didn't
Chris
mention
Pratt.
more actresses, man.
You must love Marky Mark, right?
Again, hit or miss, bro. Like, what's the fighting one that he was in?
The fighter.
Yeah. Yeah, that one. I thought he was good in that one.
But when we were trying to watch that, and like it was just we weren't like no one was paying attention.
Yeah.
It's a good film though. I've seen it.
Yeah.
That's
I
like the
the fight.
boxing one, right?
Yeah, you were trying to watch it, right?
No, I watched it while we were all at Tech, bruh. Like I watched it by myself, I think, and I hope I'm thinking about the right movie. But I
Yeah,
thought
the
that
one with
movie was
Christian
ass.
Bale.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
that
you were
movie
shitting
was
on it. I was
so
like, that's a
ass.
good film, man.
Yeah, that's a good
No,
movie.
dude, I hated it.
That's nice.
I didn't hate it. It was like a 4, maybe a 5 out of 10. But it wasn't about the boxing. It was about the dumbass relationships between each other.
Well, that's
Which
an
I
Oscar
hated.
film if I ever heard one.
That's what I'm saying, man. Fuck that.
Zoe Saldana, who's in Avatar, and she's also Gamora
Oh,
in
yes.
the
Why
Marvel
is Gamora?
series. Groot.
A good voice.
Dave Bautista. I know he used to be a WWE wrestler, but I think he's been such a geek
He's
ever since
so
he became
funny,
a
dude.
fucking.
Yeah.
Ever since he became an actor, I thought he was such a geek.
Yo, Kumail Nanjiani. I don't know if he's a great actor, but he's actually, is he a great actor?
He's pretty good, but I don't think he's like a versatile actor. Oh, he's
Yeah,
not.
he's
He's
not-
about to be a superhero, so I mean, we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
come
see,
back
we'll
to
see.
that after that series.
He is
Or
god
movie.
tier funny though. God tier funny.
Yeah, he's hilarious. I just rewatched Big Sick again. Oh, so funny in that film.
I think Samuel Jackson obviously is fucking goat.
Goated. Yeah.
I like Anne Hathaway. I think is pretty good. Danny Trejo, I think is pretty funny. I think Danny Trejo. I mean, like he's also does like a very stereotypical like same role in every film, but I still think it's pretty good. Oh, Chadwick Boseman and Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think more actresses. Zendaya.
Has she been in like movies?
Spider-Man.
She
Not
was in a
really.
few.
She was voice
Not
actor.
that many.
Yeah.
And then she was in The Greatest Showman, but that wasn't really her movie.
Yeah.
She'll get there, but nah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of more actresses too.
Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I really like Alicia Vikander, but that's just because her accent's like really attractive.
Alicia?
Alicia, I don't.
I don't know. Yeah, Harsha, I agree. Sandra Bullock. She's pretty good, I guess.
I feel like the performance in we just said the name, I already forgot.
Blindside.
Blindside.
Yeah, Blindside. Her performance in The Blindside is probably goats her.
Yeah, and Ocean's 8.
Okay.
Bro, who's that? Who's the old British lady?
Margaret
Queen.
Meryl Streep.
Not the Queen, bro.
Meryl Streep, yeah, Meryl Streep.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen many movies with her, but yeah, she's goated. I was thinking of Judy Dench.
Okay, moving on from the people who are in the films. What about the people behind the films? Like, I guess my thing focuses on writers, but we can also talk about like directors too. But I guess mine's more TV show writing than movie writing, so I'm kind of more catered to that. But I really like Seth Rogen's writing style and Donald Glover's writing style. Like, they're writing. I know Donald Glover. I guess he counts as a movie actor too. Like, he's fucking insane, and like being in that Star Wars film, and he's helping write like a bunch of different shit, and he helps write Community too. Like, he's fucking everywhere, and music too, obviously. I think that kind of writing where there are traces of comedy, but you can keep a consistent storyline. I think that's the best like mix of genres. I think because a predominantly comedy movie like can get old after a while, but where you like interlace comedy within a legitimate storyline is where I think a lot of really good movies come from.
I agree. I really like Atlanta too by Donald Glover. I think he wrote most of that.
I think for me, I don't know like much about the writers, which is kind of sad because I feel like they don't get enough credit. Or like I'll be like, oh, this movie's writing's good, but I don't actually like go to see who did the writing for that film. But Aaron Sorkin, who was a writer for The Social Network. That like I feel like the whole dialogue in that movie is like so good, and he's also like wrote on West Wing, and he's a pretty good writer. That's probably one of the few writers that I know. But I guess also if we can include like directors on there, like we said, Christopher Nolan, of course, Steven Spielberg as well, I guess. For, like
Steven
the OG Steven Spielberg for the OG movies.
You guys know Jefferson Steelflex?
No, who's that?
He's the guy that This is the name of Josh's fake ID in Drake and Josh in one of the episodes.
Okay.
I
Okay,
don't know why
moving
I
on.
thought about it, but-
The Russo brothers. I'm pretty sure they're the ones that did like Captain America and like the Avengers films.
yeah.
They did a really good job. Like that, I do not envy the person that has to create a story or like direct and create a story of like with so many characters involved. And I feel like they did a good job of balancing it.
Scorsese,
Yeah, I was gonna say Scorsese as well.
J.J. Abrams with the lens flares, bro.
What's that guy's name? Boone something Ho. For
Oh,
Parasite.
For Parasite.
Yeah.
These only made like a couple though, right? Like I don't think you can put them up there. I mean, like don't get me wrong, Parasite was like really really good, but I feel like you have to consistently put out like legit top tier content to like.
I
be
think
up
he has a
there.
few other movies that are goated in like where he's from or like Asia, I guess in general. But I personally feel like Parasite is enough to goat you.
Tarantino's a good director too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think you have to be more than a one hit wonder. Like when it comes to music too, I think like, or I guess comparing it to music, like you have to have a succession of work that proves it wasn't just like a. I know, like he has other stuff like internationally where like we're not exposed to it as much, but at least for our understanding of his work, like I think you have to have more than one.
I'll put James Cameron on the list, but I might revoke it depending on how the Avatar trilogy comes out whenever it comes.
Bro, we're not gonna finish that trilogy till like 2028. Like, honestly,
Dude, people they're gonna have to re-release their first one so people remember how the movie went.
right? Because it's definitely not available online.
No, but I mean like just like to a widespread audience. But I don't know. Is it even stream? Can you stream it anywhere? I don't even know.
I don't know.
It's still crazy to me that Avatar was like the highest grossing film for so long, and even after all the Avengers, like the only one Avengers film like eclipsed it. It's kind of ridiculous.
Especially nowadays with like Twitter and shit. You know what I mean? Like everyone's always talking about when like the new Avengers and all that shit. You think more people would go see it?
I actually think it's kind of the opposite, where I feel like now more people have an excuse to like torrent it or like get it without going to the movie theater. Where like Avatar was released like in the prime age of like before technology took over, everything was digital. Like everybody had like social media, so like you knew about Avatar like right around it was coming out, but then you didn't have like the ability to like get it illegally without going to the movie theater first. So I feel like that was like the peak.
But it kind of goes both ways. Well, I guess that there's that argument, but there's also the argument where like the Avengers is like a whole collection of all like these films and like
oh yeah, no, I agree.
And it's just like the fact like a standalone film like Avatar like held its position for so long. But yeah, I think people were like citing like how like what you're saying, like that was like a peak where everyone was going to films. Like it was like also like 3D movies that just come into like popularity, and like they kind of they definitely capitalized on that situation.
And plus, it was like it was a mostly like CGI type of thing too, right? So and people also weren't used to that, like at that level. So
Yeah.
That was also new to everybody as well.
Well, if you want to, you can watch it on Disney Plus.
Should we end with the question that I tried to start on? All right. So, what's your guys' favorite film of all time? And I guess you could, if you're struggling to name like just one, you can name as many as you want. You can also like do it by category, like genre, if you want to.
It's pussy way up.
It's hard to compare. It's hard to compare like a drama and a comedy. Okay. Hey, they don't. That's why they don't have like the. Actually, they do have the best picture in the Oscars. What the fuck am I saying?
Yeah.
Wait, didn't they have they breaking it down to categories? They break it down to categories for like the acting, maybe.
Dude, they do that for every like major like award in Hollywood, like the Oscars, the Grammys, the Tonys, all that shit. Like they'll be like best overall. Like
and then they do like Grammys. Best and they do like best rap album and best
Yeah, so like they have like a major one, but then they have like different categories. Yeah.
Should we try to decide like a collective favorite, or is that just stupid?
I feel like we could try, but I feel like we're gonna be in different directions.
Yeah. I think we'd be pretty what do you call it? Concurrent. I don't know if that's a word. Like I think we do agree.
Yeah.
For some, yeah. So for horror, I'd say Conjuring is the best horror movie I've seen. Okay. I was gonna say for like thriller, maybe like like probably Interstellar is my favorite. I don't know about you guys. Like at least favorite that I can.
I think
of
it's
right
good.
now.
I don't think it's goated like you do. I think it's good. I don't think it's goated like you do.
You can say it one more time.
It's shit. It's shit.
No, what I'm saying is, bring up some contenders, and if like those contenders.
I think Parasite is a better thriller. I think Parasite's a better thriller than Interstellar.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
That was
okay. That was easy.
I disagree.
It just slipped my mind. Yeah.
But
I think Interstellar's better.
I think Interstellar's better than Parasite.
Made me think more.
But I think Inception's better than Interstellar.
There we go. Player 3 has entered the match.
Yes.
Comedy. My favorite comedy is definitely This Is the End, bro.
That one's pretty funny. Hey, why you? Because you're literally goading Seth Rogen, right?
I know. I have a tough time with those. Like, don't get me wrong. I think it's a funny movie. I guess. Do you rank it on being a good movie that's funny, or like the funniest movie? You know. Cause like it was a funny movie. Like don't get me wrong. Like the fucking devil scene, yo, that shit's OD.
What would you say is the funniest movie then?
I don't know. I think Step Brothers is up there.
Step Brothers is pretty funny.
I liked Anchorman.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Anchorman. Like I know you didn't ask yet, but I think Anchorman might be my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah, what was a movie where oh yeah, it's We're the Millers. I really like that one. But
Yeah,
I
that
still
was a
think
good
I
one.
like This Is the End better.
I saw Superbad pretty late. I've only seen it twice, but that's up there.
Superbad's good. Yeah. I think I would put Deadpool up there as a comedy movie.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put it as an action or a superhero movie.
Alright, so action.
Dark Knight.
Like, should we do like action or should we do like superhero? I think we should distinguish.
Yeah, we'll split up action superhero.
Action then.
Yeah.
MI6.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
I like Dark Knight Rises. I like Men in Black, the first one, and GoldenEye.
GoldenEye's good.
Oceans, maybe?
I didn't see
One of the
Ocean.
Oceans? One of
We
the
saw it
Oceans?
together though, Christian.
That doesn't count, bro. That does not count. I don't fuck with women like that.
No. When we watched it, when we went
Ocean's
college-
11. We watched it together in the hotel.
Remember like the ad breaks we
Yeah.
were popping on.
Yeah. No, I said I don't fuck with women like that.
Why?
Wait, why?
There's no woman.
about?
I thought that was the one. See, that tells you how much I paid attention to it, so I didn't
No,
see it.
we watched it. No, the one.
It was a casino one, bro.
No, you're talking about the one that just recently came out with Sandra
You're
Bullock.
talking about
We didn't
Ocean's
watch
8.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't watch the Ocean's 8.
Yeah. Ocean's 11's up there though.
Fucking makes no sense to me. I don't give a fuck.
Oh my god.
This is what I mean. Like, I don't think we can all like have a consensus. Like every. I think we all have like different favorites for every category.
I mean, that's
We can
fine. I'm
continue
kind of
this.
just throwing out bangers, honestly. I can't even decide myself like what my top number one is for that
I'm
genre.
glad we had this then.
John Wick's pretty good. Mad Max is pretty good.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, Mad Max, the first one. Oh gee.
Okay, superhero.
Wait. Before you go superhero, I also really liked Pacific Rim. But now
Fuck.
going on.
I didn't like that.
Superhero movie. Are we doing like a collective one like
All of them.
Avengers or just
All of them.
regular?
All of them.
This is gonna be so tough for me, man.
Yeah, me too.
Dark Knight.
For my individual, I would say Thor Ragnarok personally.
Yeah. I would say Ragnarok, Dark Knight Rises, Infinity War, and Spider-Man.
Oh, Into the Spider-Verse. Yeah, fuck.
No.
I think I like Into the Spider-Verse more than Ragnarok.
I think-
personally.
I think Spider-Man 2?
Dude, that was my answer. Spider-Man 2, Dark
Yeah.
Knight, and Captain America 2, Winter Soldier. I think those three. Spider-Man 2 just like has like a sentimental place in my heart. Cause like it was like one of my first I love Spider-Man growing up, and like that was like one of my first like superhero films that I watched in theaters. I think actually might be the first superhero film I watched. I think I was too young to see Spider-Man the first one.
Oh, and I know this isn't as popular, but Guardians of the Galaxy 1.
Dude, that's a shout. That's a good movie. I like that film a lot too. Yeah, I think those three would be mine.
So I think we can all like kind of agree on Dark Knight, Ragnarok, and
Yeah, I like that.
what was
No,
it?
Harsh hasn't gone yet.
No, I said Dark Knight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I don't remember. Well, we could agree on those.
Also, honorable mention to Logan. Fucking fantastic film.
Fuck off.
Dude, you gotta watch it, man. It's good.
How do you kick somebody out of a fucking podcast?
Dude, you guys haven't even
Mid-podcast?
seen it. I haven't even seen
I
it. You're
haven't
talking
seen it.
shit.
But how you gonna compare it to these, bro? Logan?
Because Logan was like the story, bro. It's emotional. It's a good film.
Cock off.
See, I don't fuck with that. Emotions. Fuck out of here.
I mean, I don't like a lot of the X-Men. Like I've seen a couple of them. They're all right. But Logan's probably like one of the. I'm glad it kind of ended with Logan, and now it's whatever they're rebooting it. I guess.
To wrap it up, I think we're each gonna say our favorite Disney movie, and then we'll wrap it up.
Wait, is Into the Spider-Verse? Is that Pixar or Disney?
Marvel.
Marvel's. Well, I guess Disney. I guess.
It's Disney, right? Because okay, yeah, Disney.
Yeah, but I don't think that counts. I think we
No,
can
no,
separate
we're talking
Marvel.
about
Oh, okay,
we're
okay,
We're talking about like
yeah.
yeah. Popcorn Tarun.
Bugs Life. Bugs Life.
Fuck
Nah.
off.
Bro,
No, no, I'm
fuck
kidding,
out
I'm
of here.
No, I really liked. It's between Up and Ratatouille. Up and Ratatouille. Popcorn, Haran.
I think it's between, like, it's Lion King, and then a close second is between Up and Toy Story 3.
Respectable.
I think mine is Aladdin, and then it's between Lion King and Toy Story 1.
I wonder what Harsh is gonna say.
Lion King.
Yeah.
Then close second is Lion King 1.5,
God damn it, man.
followed by Lion King 2.
No, shut fuck off.
Just
actually,
kidding,
though.
just kidding.
You're actually such a
You're a
simp,
legitimate.
Bro.
You are
actually
actually-
You're a
animals.
lion. You're a
You're
lion.
actually like
simp.
animals in the wrong
You're a
way,
limp.
bro.
You're a
You
lion
fucking
simp, bro.
sus-ass.
He's a fucking limp.
Yeah, he's a fucking limp, bro.
All right, can you?
No, but
please
actually
conclude?
though, it's Lion King and Toy Story 1.
All right. Well, you guys can all discuss with us what your favorite Disney movies are. I think
among other
we're-
movies as well.
No, just Disney.
Oh, okay.
You can listen to
Disregard.
everything else before that, but you cannot comment on it whatsoever. Yeah, I think we're gonna have another interesting guest next week. A little teaser for that. But we're gonna wrap it up here, and we'll see you guys next week. All right.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
See you guys.
Bye.